Hello, I am Archivist Saren, and welcome to my study. And today, we are back once again to, whenever it'll pop it, there it is, Resident Evil 3. Apparently I only have 2 hours of play. How do I only have 2 hours of playtime? This is the third stream, and usually each stream is 2 hours. How does that make sense? Anyway, did I load the wrong? I don't think I could have. Yeah, no, that's probably where we are. Anyway, yeah, so we, last time, I don't remember exactly what happened last time. I still am sick. I don't know why. I honestly thought today or yesterday would have been like the last day that I was feeling crappy, but I'm still not feeling great. I don't know. It's just the never-ending sickness. Where did I come from? Probably over here? Most likely. Why didn't I close that behind me? I'd feel a lot more secure if I had. Anyway. Yeah, so still not feeling the best. Don't know where we left off. All I remember is I hate the sewer beast things. And those are like the bane of my existence, and I hate them. And I remember Carlos was in the Hi. Let me just look at my map real quick. Okay. Dodged him. Didn't actually dodge him, but I dodged him. Okay, didn't dodge you. Okay, glad they all just left me alone. That's fine. But yeah, I remember Carlos is at the police station again. Oh great, he's above ground too. Didn't he just blow up the freaking subway? How is he back up here? Alright, and I need to stay around here to pick up items. How's my inventory? Bad, okay. So yeah, I'm still, for some reason, all gunked up and all weird. You know, the runny nose has stopped for like a couple days, but there's still all the just everything in the system is still messed up. Clock tower brochure. 'Cause yeah, usually it works itself out within like a day or two. So I'm kind of surprised that it's still haunting me. Okay. St. Michael's Clock Tower is a Barack Obama style building, which stands at the heart of Raccoon City. It has become a beloved icon, and residents consider it to be emblematic of the city as a whole. St. Michael's Church erected this tower in 1908 with the assistance of several philanthropists. It was dedicated to the children born in the developing city, and the first floor was used as an elementary school for many years. The city saw further growth during its electrification over the course of the early 20th century, and the student body of St. Michael's Elementary swelled to over 600 students. That's just a few students. Unfortunately, St. Michael's Elementary was shuttered in 1978 as the building began to show signs of age and wear. I was gonna say, I would be kind of concerned to be having a bunch of kids on the first floor of a very tall historic building. Like, I know that they're well preserved generally and thus aren't at risk of just collapsing, but still, like, the building regulations, especially when it comes to like earthquakes, storms, and stuff like that, change quite a lot from century to century. So, or even decade to decade, like, a building built a couple decades ago could be way behind on like earthquake proofing, depending on just when it was built and what the regulations were at that time. So I would be a little concerned having 600 students at the base of a giant ancient clock tower. Well, not ancient, oldish clock tower might cause issues. Anyway, the clock was deactivated and strict limitations were placed on entry to the surrounding premises. Years passed with this once beloved monument and public plaza on lockdown, but in the 1990s, the Umbrella Corporation worked in league with Mayor Michael Warren to renovate and reopen the area. This time with proper preservation efforts in place. The clock tower was officially reopened in 1993, and today, the sound of its heavy tolling bells can once again be heard throughout Raccoon City. Alright, delightful. Fun. Good job, Umbrella Corporation. Just another thing that you're doing to make the world better, right? Right. I still wonder what their plan is, because like you could have a company that wants to just obliterate the entire world and cause issues everywhere and make this virus that'll cause problems for everybody involved. But why are they also like so philanthropic and all of that? I mean, I know that the orphanage specifically is more of a cover-up of their own schemes, so that isn't their own philanthropy, but they have done, as it said on that brochure, a lot of different things around the city and around the world, like kind of like the thing that Carlos is a part of, the whole biohazard containment unit thing that they put together. Like, why does that exist? And why do they actually seem to care somewhat about civilians? Oh, hi. Fire does not seem to bother you at all. Okay, maybe it does a little bit.
Bitch can't even swim.
Well, maybe he's doing a whole
Carlos,
Pirates of the Caribbean,
respond.
just walking at the bottom of the water, ready to take out this bridge we're
didn't
on.
make it. The train derailed.
Derailed? Was anyone hurt?
No, everybody's dead. Mihail, everybody.
Well, not me, evidently.
Nikolai
You might want
left
to
us
keep
die.
moving,
Wait, what?
like walking.
What the fuck?
What do you mean, what? He's under the water. Yeah,
Back!
you don't
What
say.
happened? Jill, come in!
This thing literally got blown up by C4. Oh, we're doing a Dead by Daylight. Okay, that did not work very well. Anyway, let me just pause this right here. This is a great pause screen. Okay, we've shot it. We have caught it on fire. We've blown it up. We've sent it off the sides of buildings. And you think, for some reason, that once it goes into the water, she's just like, oh, yeah, it obviously drowned. Yeah, drowning will kill it when it's immune to fall damage and fire and explosions and bullets and literally, I mean, we hit it with a frickin' missile. A similar missile, let me remind you, that in the last game, frickin' Arnold Schwarzenegger in that one, his entire upper body was annihilated by this missile. This guy shrugged it off. It did frickin' 5 damage to him. And he did nothing out of his health pool. And so and then he just regenerated it all back. I don't understand how that can happen. Obviously they made this guy out of denser material than the last one, but oh my gosh. Like, seriously. Why would you think drowning would help? Why are you so surprised that it gets back up out of the water? Oh, I got that perfect dodge in there. That wasn't even me, that was just her. She plays a lot better when I'm not playing her, surprisingly. Alright, so what's the plan now? This thing is obviously some kind of, defeat it? I'd rather not. Can I just, like, run the heck away? Can I just, like, can I just hide over here? Hey, a plant. Thank you. What is the plan here? What is... Once again, you've seen everything it survived. Why do you think that you can just, like, frickin' shoot it in the face a few times and boom, it's just gonna fall over dead? Man, and I feel like this game has been more boss fight than it has been anything else. Like, you know how many boss fights we've had? Specifically with this one guy, actually. No, if you're gonna charge, you're gonna go straight into that freaking statue. Oh, never mind. Yeah, so I don't know what the plan here is. It just said defeat the creature, and it puts me in this seemingly closed square. Maybe there's a way out? There's stairs. Am I supposed to go towards the stairs? Nope, looks like those stairs are blocked off, very much so. I think we really are just supposed to frickin' defeat the creature. I don't know how. I'm gonna be out of ammo before this thing eventually goes down. That was a weird direction to dodge, but you know, you do you, Claire. Or not Claire. Claire was the last one, wasn't it? This is Jill. You do you, Jill. Okay, well now we're just stuck in a loop where I can't run far enough away to actually get out of its attack radius. Because I'm just constantly getting hit. And unless it dies in the next 7 bullets, we're kind of screwed anyway. Yep, that's all our bullets. Alright, yeah, what is the point of this? Hey dude, can you come over here and attack this for me? Maybe if you like break it open, I could, oh. How? How? You hit like exactly on top of it and you shake all the cars around, but the frickin' box is still in place. How does that make sense? Alright, let me just break these frickin' boxes. Hi, I don't like that you started going the other way. Not a fan of that. There was another box, wasn't there? Yeah. Reload. Yeah, I don't know, I don't know what is with this guy. He's kind of a jerk if you ask me. Oh. Phase 2? Oh. Bro is frolicking. What the heck? I'm just trying to keep on the other side of the statue from you if I can. Just in case you try to charge, but you seem to be stuck in a bit of a loop. I was just gonna keep running around until I stop running around. Is that? Oh no, he's pulling King Kong.
You're about to take a nasty fall.
Is he? Oh yeah, because that's a historic building. Well, this just had a freaking plant in it. I don't need plants. I need a high. I need bullets. Can we, what about the box over here? Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that. You know, it doesn't bother me. Doesn't affect me at all. We're fine. Alright, we got some extra bullets. Yay. Why am I so freaking zoomed in? Oh, there he goes again. Doing a freaking ring around the rosy. I don't think he has any pockets, so they cannot be full of Posey. But, you know. A way to stop it? What do you mean, stop it? Am I supposed to shoot at him? What would I do? Bro is just frolicking. He's having a good time. I don't know why I would need to stop him. Okay, and then he's up on the building. And he jumps from the building. I assume the building's eventually gonna maybe collapse or something? I don't know. I don't know what else I can do about it. Hi. Felicitations, Malfactor. I am endeavoring to misappropriate the formulary for the production of affordable comestibles. Are you just gonna keep doing your thing? You wanna go back to frolicking? Is the building gonna eventually like fall on you? Is that what we're doing here? Or are you just running? You're just running in circles because it's fun. I don't know. Is he back to frolicking? Yep, he's back to his frolicking. Okay.
I need to stop it in its tracks.
How? How would one do that? Okay, I guess we gotta look around for something while he's just kind of prancing around like a princess. I don't know. I see nothing. There's no like red barrels. I mean, there's a barrel there. Is that explosive? Nope. I'll shoot him. I can't even aim up that high. Hey, look, more loot. Thank you. Once again, it's ammo for a weapon that I don't have on me, but you know, that's fine. Because apparently I'm just supposed to carry all my weapons on me at all times, because I'm just supposed to assume that there's a boss fight coming up. They should really have a thing that just tells you, like, hey, there's a boss fight. Have your weapons on you. You know? Because otherwise you get into this situation. Oh, is he frolicking again? Yeah, there he goes. What are we supposed to do about that? Shoot him? Stop in the name of the law. Stop. The power of Christ compels you. I don't know. Something. Hello. What are you doing up there? Not much, it seems. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, we're just gonna die here, honestly. That's just kind of what's gonna happen. But, because we just don't have the ammo for this. Especially because I shot that van. I don't know, maybe that van's gonna blow up now. Maybe that one bullet we put in it is gonna help. Next time he frolics, says he's gonna try to jump over that van, it's gonna blow up because that was a very strategically placed bullet, believe you me. So yeah, what is the point? What is the point of all this? Am I just supposed to keep shooting him? Yeah, because then he goes up there. Oh, the building's actually getting more and more kind of dilapidated as he does it, because he broke off a piece there. So I wonder if that does anything for us. Hello. Maybe I should have brought my knife. Maybe I should be stabbing this man in the face. Is that what we're supposed to do? I don't know. Let's just load. Let's just load back. Because honestly, there is nothing we can do there. Because we were out of bullets. We'd already looted the entire area. It's just kind of like, guess this is our life now. So we're just supposed to assume that there's a boss fight coming up and take all our ammo with us. Because, you know, that's just how these things go, I guess. Alright. There we are. Save again. Now that we're actually, you know, prepared for stuff. Then we go this way. Alright, we gotta get past all these Wasanians. I did press space, but you know, it's fine. Pretty much the same as what happened last time. RAR X3.
I can't stay here.
I can't stay here. Was there a red plant somewhere around here? I think there was. It was in U, right? Because I think I only had 2 inventory spaces left. Only 1 inventory space left, so I need that, yeah. Oh, we keep the collectible. It's actually interesting. Is there anything else? I don't think so. At least nothing else I can pick up. We're full up on inventory right now. Here, get some of that. Blah blah blah. Moving on. Back to once again the boss fight. The 57th boss fight this game. All right, here we are. Dead by Daylight, the man. Yeah, get wrecked. Then he's gonna do a sick jump over us. Then we're gonna do a sick roll past him. And then we're gonna jump over the railing here. And die a little bit. Alright. Now we're to the boss fight. Okay. Why am I fighting this guy again, though? Like, I guess on one hand, what else could you do? Because, like, he's chasing you down and he obviously isn't stopping for anything. But at the same time, as I said before, we dropped this guy off a building. We've shot him in the face 1,000,000 times. We've caught him on fire 1,000,000 times. Blown him up. We've tried stabbing, slashing, dropping, exploding. We literally blew him up point blank with C4 and the guy came back. We hit him with a missile and he came back. So why am I running in a circle shooting him with a shotgun, a pistol, and a wimpy grenade launcher that's not even a rocket launcher? And I'm just assuming, oh yeah, this'll be great. This'll do fine. This will hurt him. Like, no. In what world is any of this going to hurt him? Let me, why is the shotgun on 1? Why do I not have any ammo for this? Do I not have any ammo for the, did I not pull out any ammo for it? I guess I didn't. He's yelling at the statue. Alright, well there's shotgun ammo around here. Alright, that did some good damage. Alright, get him. We're just gonna keep blowing this man up and see what happens, I guess. It's a bit of a... Okay, that he somehow dodged that. I don't know how. What, huh? You were nowhere near this man. I mean, that stuns him, at least. That's a plus. I kind of want to get one on his head. There we go. Yeah, get some explosive rounds in there. Thank you. Is this like Helldivers, you think? Maybe if I shoot his arm enough, maybe his arm will come off and then, you know, then he'll die. You know, this is, could be. Oh, is he frolicking? Oh, he's frolicking. Okay. Well, that means we have time to get some loot, I guess. 'Cause, yeah, he just kind of runs in a circle for a while. Let's see here. You jumping it? Yeah, there you go. Can we get to you? We just picked up some ammo for you. Perfect. I mean, this is like literally just ammo dump the boss fight. Like, he's not really any threat. Alright, but they say that we need to stop him in his tracks. How does one do that? Do we need to like blow him up? That seems impossible at this range. Estimate where he's gonna be. Okay. I've gotta stop him. Why do you gotta stop him? He's just frolicking. He's having a good time. Why are you allergic to having a good time? Yeah, put that bullet in there. Thank you. Oh, he's going the other way. Oh, is he frolicking? He's frolicking. Okay. Why am I so zoomed in?
Stop it in its tracks.
Thank you. Jeez. I need to stop it in its tracks. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I don't know what you're asking of me, game. Unless you want me to put down one of these somewhere along his path. And that's why he kind of runs the same path over and over. Are you going to climb further up?
Take a
Yeah.
nasty fall.
So what's can you jump to the other side of the statue, or are you like gonna be blocked there? Yeah, you can. Okay. Well, until you go frolicking again, I guess we're gonna be playing this game. What the heck are you doing over there, my man? Oh, you're frolicking? You're frolicking. Okay. So here's the plan.
I'm gonna kill you.
Am I? Okay, so we have to do that. That's the only way we can damage him. I don't see why that would be, but alright. So I don't know, do you not do any damage to him out here? Is this all just useless? The only way you can like actually do damage to the man is by putting one of those up there and waiting for him to go around to there and then blowing him up. Alright, back to... How did you hit me there? You're like 10 miles away from me. Yeah, this is seriously doing like nothing to this guy. Alright, frolicking? We frolicking. Alright. I always press 1 thinking it's the pistol. Yeah, I don't know how much that's actually doing for us, but we're out of like every other ammo type, so just grab some of this. No, can't grab that. Still, we're out of grenades as well. That's great. Is there more grenades around? Because otherwise, we're just freaking dead. Because we can't stop them without grenades. Grenades. Just load them in here. Load them in there. Load them in. Okay. Apparently, we're just screwed. That's the moral of the story here. See, because it can hold all those rounds. The game just didn't want me to. The game was just like, nah, man. Nah, you can't do that. You can't just load them into the gun like you could in Resident Evil 1. Although, I don't know if you could load them in as you're picking them up, but you know what I mean. Like, you can just load them in your inventory. Why can't you do that in this game? You'd think you could. It'd be pretty easy to. Frolicking. I'm gonna preemptively put one up there.
It's too hard to hit while it's moving.
Is it now? Okay, he instantly got up. And I instantly switched to the grenade launcher for some reason. Okay. Is this doing anything against him? Alright then.
You still there?
I don't understand this game, man.
You gotta crap out on me now? God damn it.
Just walk over him. Just walk. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be very convinced that that thing is at all dead. Yep. I sense several more boss fights in my future. Oh, we hit it with the what was that thing? In Star Wars, it was the big thing that eats the pig guys, and you drop the gate on them, you know? We pulled one of those. Of course, in this case, it wasn't really a gate, it was a portcullis, but, you know, it was a similar thing. Why do we even have a fully, like, authentic portcullis in the modern day, in, like, a modern-day city? Why is that there? What purpose does that serve? Are there invaders that are coming into the city and we're trying to stop them? Maybe it would have helped against the zombies. Why wasn't that down already? You know? You know, I'm pretty sure a castle is like the best place to survive in a zombie apocalypse. We need to go back to building castles just in case an apocalypse happens. Because, like, the zombies are not going to be able to use siege weapons. They're not going to be able to take down castle walls, obviously. Not even siege weapons can do that, usually. They couldn't break through a gate nor a portcullis. They just, you know, then you honestly could just have them filter through to the portcullis and then stab them through the holes in the gate with spears. You know, not even use any ammo. Maybe even just arrows. Like, you can make thousands of arrows pretty readily if you just have a Fletcher on hand. So, like, you know, a zombie apocalypse happens, get me a medieval castle. That's what would make me happy. If I ever become like a billionaire, you know, all these people buy these big freaking quote unquote mansions in like LA and everything, and they're worth like millions of dollars. They have all this modern architecture where it's like an open plan and everything makes no sense and it's just all looks like freaking modern art. But you live in it, which is probably my personal nightmare. But they spend millions of dollars on these things. If I was ever like super wealthy, super rich, I would definitely just buy a castle. You know, not a big one. It wouldn't have to be big, just like just a keep with a courtyard and a portcullis and a gate. You need both. You know, very important. So yeah, that's what I would do. That's exactly what I would do. Because, you know, it wouldn't have to be huge. You would just need walls around a small courtyard, the stairs at the back of the courtyard, and then probably a secondary courtyard in front of that. Because, okay, you want to have the outer gate, and then you want the portcullis. And so what I would do is I would have the outermost wall. You know, we'd have two, like one larger courtyard, one smaller courtyard. The outermost courtyard would be where I have my archers stand to fire down into that area. Because once they break through the gate, then you can fire down at them inside that outer courtyard. And then if they break through the portcullis, then you can fire down at them in the inner courtyard. And then if they get to the stairs where the archers are, then you have a melee force to take them out. And then you also then have the keep, which probably has its own gate and portcullis, maybe even a drawbridge. That would be cool. Over like a bit of a moat. It doesn't have to be like a water-filled moat. Maybe just like a ditch. Maybe with spikes. A spike moat. That would be cool. So yeah. Anyway, all of this to say, I'd have a castle. Additionally, why is there a portcullis in a modern day city? I don't know. I don't know. It's not even like for show. Like it was chained up there, but it obviously has the ability to be raised and lowered because it stays in a raised position. And apparently one chain that's flimsy enough to shoot it is holding it up. You know how heavy a portcullis is? I mean, obviously, it took off the thing's arm when we've been hitting it with freaking grenades and it hasn't scratched it. So this thing is like hundreds of pounds of pure metal. Probably thousands of pounds of just pure steel. Just hanging up there in the air. Hanging by one flimsy little chain that my pistol can shoot down. Yeah, that makes sense. That's normal in a modern day city. Yeah, we got all stabboed. But, you know, hit us with like a friggin' hydralisk dart, you know? Is that wood? Is that a wooden portcullis? And who are you?
You've done me a big favor.
Do I know you? I can't recognize faces, and it's kind of zoomed in. From his accent, I assume it's one of the Russian guy. Is that the guy that was like, screw my country, I want to live, and he just ran off and left me alone?
Jill.
Am I dead?
Hey, answer me.
I mean, given the, you know, me choking on my own,
Tyrell, do you copy?
you know, frothing, it seems like I
Jill's
would be
been
very
infected.
dead.
I'm taking her to the hospital. Maybe Dr. Bard can save her.
All right, I'll meet you there.
Alright. Maybe this is half a day later. How have I not started to show symptoms yet? I mean, I guess there's a little bit of vein stuff going on, but it doesn't... Also, why didn't the thing... Okay. If it could have just infected me at any point by just sticking out its frickin' proboscis and hitting us with a dart, why didn't it do that in the first place? It was coming after us for years before this. Metaphorically speaking, you know, not literal years. But for a good long while, this thing was coming after us, destroying half the city to get to us, when it could have just gone, phew, and just shot a little freaking dart at me, and I would be like this, and I'd be dead. And then it could, you know, while when I'm all debilitated, it could just come over and just squish me. Like, I don't see what the problem there would be.
I promise.
But okay, yeah, sure. We still have our loot from the police station. That's nice. That's great. Save again. I have no idea what's happening, honestly. This game is so different from all the previous Resident Evil games, which there's only been 2, but they've been so consistent. You know? Like, this one has been so off the beaten path.
Stay frosty. I'm on my way.
Copy.
Okay.
I'll go on ahead.
Maybe I should bar the door with something? Lock it, maybe? A healthy family is a happy family. Wow. I don't really go in for health examinations that often. I'm the kind of person that's just very hands off when it comes to medical stuff. You know, if I'm not like dying, then it's fine. Even like earlier, hello, when I thought maybe the sickness I had was something like strep throat. Can I just take the lockpick off of the lady? She has a lockpick, you know. Spencer Memorial Pamphlet. Welcome to the Spencer Memorial Hospital, the heart of Raccoon City's healthcare and forefront of science. Spencer Memorial Hospital is meticulously designed by the Spencer Foundation to serve as the backbone of medical care throughout the region. In addition to our state-of-the-art outpatient wing and spacious inpatient wing, we boast one of the country's largest research wings, where we conduct clinical trials for new drugs that will change the face of medicine across the United States and the world. Alright, delightful. Great. Amazing. Glad for that. Why? Why do I need to know this? And is this the only way I can go? Kinda looks like it. I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna see if I can just get Jill's lockpick, because there was a lock there. Doesn't she also have a bolt cutter? There were chains. She had one at some point. Maybe I discarded it. You know, realistically, it should still be on her, or in a box or something. But use the knife. Stab. Rip and tear until it is done. No? Okay. Yeah, nothing useful in here. Alright, well. Good for me. Let's go kill some guys, I guess. Cause yeah, these guys are being jerks. Can I just use my pistol from her side? I wish I could. It's so much better with the aiming and with the damage. I mean, honestly, this thing has such subpar damage. How did I hit that? Look at that. It takes like 5 headshots to take a zombie out. How is his pistol so much worse than hers is? Never mind, it took one hit. Okay.
Got time for this.
I really don't. I seriously do not. Hello. And you don't even stun them. Why is your pistol the worst thing to ever exist? Your pistol is like, you know there's like Hitler? Yeah, your pistol is worse. Worst thing to ever exist in existence. Why is it? Thing is useless. I guess we're going assault rifle, which I still am not a fan of. Alright, tape player. Sure, I can. No thank you. I'm gonna look at this. Press play. No? Okay. I need to have a tape. Okay. Doesn't have a tape in it for some reason. Intercom. Hello, my good man. Oh, I need the tape to speak in there.
I'm here to rescue you. Open the door.
No voice match found.
Voice match? What kind of sci-fi bullshit
Nope.
is this?
That seems to be the only way we can go. Man. Well, here goes like 100 bullets. Trying to take out these guys. Oh, but we did get upgrades for this thing. Yeah, this thing kind of equally sucks. The aim is worse. The damage is still bad. The fire rate is kind of the only thing that's good about this weapon. Of course. And we don't have a key card. Yep, bullets. Thank you. Don't mind me. Got the loot just passing through. Where am I now? I'm over here. Alright, hopefully they can't just walk through that door. Doesn't even say it's closed or it's locked or, you know, it won't budge. Oh, your head's blown up. Okay. But it is really funny how he just goes up to the door and he's just like, oh man. Like, he doesn't say what's wrong with it. He just says, oh man, what an unfortunate circumstance this is. I put my hand to the door and the door didn't open magically. This is horrible. How much inventory space do we got? Not a ton. But for now we're fine. What's in here? Open the door, okay. The door mechanics are a bit finicky. Oh, and this is another safe room. Oh, good. Nurse's journal, September 27th. Why are you keeping a journal in a folder? I don't know. Admitted over 20 mystery illness patients. Patients in the isolation wing exhibiting severe limb necrosis, fever, muttering delirium, and signs of hyperphagia. What is that? What is that? Well, hyper means high, generally. But phagia... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that has something to do with, like, white blood cells, I would assume. Because phage would generally be relating to small cells, to, like, you know... To as far as I remember, as far as I can tell, I'm not too familiar with that root. But... yeah, I assume maybe high white blood cell count. Let me actually look it up. I'm interested now. I want to know these things. Because there's most medical root terms I'm familiar with. Not all. Definitely not all. But most I can kind of work out what is happening. Hyperphagia. Definition. What is that? What do that be? Is that white blood cells? Oh. Okay, interesting. Hyperphagia is an intense, insatiable, and persistent hunger or drive to eat, often accompanied by abnormal food-seeking behaviors and lack of satiety. Okay. Interesting. I wonder why does phage link to hunger? Can I click on the, okay. It was the dang AI thing. So why keyboard show up? Why? Okay, I really hate the frickin' browser on the phone. It is the worst. Cause like you'll click and then the phone won't. Yeah, phagia, root meaning, what? Okay. Derived from Greek. Dysphagia, okay, that makes sense. I would have more recognized it in that context. Yeah, I don't know why I've seen it in relation to, like, single cells. I think... I don't know, I feel like there was a game that had to do with cells that was called like Phage Wars or something. And that's why that was connected. But okay, hyperphagia. I don't know how you can have signs of hyperphagia. I think you just kind of either have it or don't, because it itself is a symptom. You can't have a sign of a symptom because a symptom is a sign of an illness, but whatever. Tried every antiseptic. Weird they would be trying antiseptic. You know, if it's an infection, generally that's either viral or bacterial, and bacterial would take an antibiotic, right? I don't actually know what an antiseptic does. I don't know. Who knows these things? Still no blood work back from the research wing. Ask again. Dr. Young was bitten while treating one of the patients. We've disinfected the wound, but his fever won't go down. Nothing works. Meanwhile, the outpatient wing is complete anarchy. The patients are delirious and growing more violent by the minute. We've called in our off-duty staff. It's all hands on deck now. We've got to contain this chaos. Yeah, good luck with that. They're gonna hyperphage you. That's just not a good thing. Okay, I think we got the loot in here. Yep. Gonna put some stuff away because we just have way too much of it. Double click it all. There we go. We can pull that out later. Okay. Do I still need the combat knife? Probably not. Why do I even have that on me? Actually, you do that. You swap. Put you there. Okay. Now it's all organized, and we have some good space. Good. But yeah, I am a big fan of medical terminology and how they have all the root meanings of everything. This is why I get so upset at people nowadays when they, like, I don't know, when they come up with random words that completely butcher the meaning of the root terms. Because it's just it isn't good. Because like in a lot of social issues nowadays, they'll throw the label phobia onto it, when phobia is specifically, okay, there's two meanings to phobia. There's the scientific meaning, which means aversion to, and then there's the non-scientific meaning, more the psychological meaning, which is irrational fear of, like arachnophobia. I have arachnophobia. I have an irrational fear about spiders. I don't have the fear that the spider's gonna bite me. I have the fear that the spider exists, and exists near me, and it looks creepy, and it makes my skin crawl, and I don't like it. You know? So, why is it then that people use that same root? You know, if they were, I guess I could understand more if they were trying to make the case that it was, like, using the scientific notation of it, or the scientific idea of phobia, which would be like hydrophobic, where a hydrophobic substance repels water and is averted, it averts water, or has an aversion to water. So in that way, I could see, like, if you call someone homophobic, then you're saying, like, oh, they have an aversion to the same, because homo literally just means same. So in that way, then I could see, okay, yeah, sure, aversion to same, I could see that being a thing, possibly. But to say, like, homophobic, saying that you have an irrational fear of sameness, is ridiculous. Like, the whole root of that idea is just so dumb. And I know it's not a medical term, so it doesn't have to fit the medical terminology, but when you're using that kind of terminology, I expect it to make sense when it's broken down into its roots, and it just doesn't. Now, Myzic, I believe, and Mizia is the root for hatred. And so if you wanted to make a accurate term, then you could say, like, homosexual Myzic, or homosexuality Mizia, or something like that. It doesn't roll off the tongue as well, but it's more accurate. Because first of all, you'd be getting sexuality in there, because homo on its own doesn't mean anything, it just means the same. Like when something's homogenous, that doesn't mean it's gay genes, you know? It's homogenous, it means the same. Or like, you know, usually if it's a homogenous mixture, it means that it is a lot of the same things, and or it is well integrated, so all of it is very uniform. But just to say homophobic is like, scared of same. It doesn't make sense, you know? And you could do it with any of the social terms we use nowadays. For, like, transphobic, it's like trans just means transformation. It is one to another, generally. transportation, you know. Trans meaning one to the other, portation, port usually meaning move. So transport is move from one to other, you know? If you break it down, then it's all of a sudden just like from one to other irrational fear of. And it's like, I don't see that making sense. I don't, you know, because then it just has so many more implications. You know, you need to be specific with these terminologies. But once again, it wouldn't roll off the tongue as well. It wouldn't be as catchy a slogan, so they don't use it. But it upsets me, okay? I'm just going to make it a point. It upsets me. Because we need to have proper, accurate medical terminology when you're using Greek and Latin roots for these things. Because people who know Greek and Latin roots will just get confused and upset by it, like me. Because we know what you're actually trying to say, and it isn't lining up with what it's saying. Anyway, that was a tangent. I'm always going on tangents about that, because that is one of my pet peeves. One of them. The other one is when people say bow and arrow. It's not a bow and arrow. I'm sorry. The arrow is the ammunition, the bow is the weapon. Get it right. Like, because seriously, I every time I bring up the example of, oh yes, I'm going to shoot you with my gun and bullet. Like, no one says that. The bullet is the ammunition. Same as the arrow. You don't say gun and bullet, so you shouldn't say bow and arrow. I'm just saying. Anyway, that I just by mentioning another one of my pet peeves, that's like the biggest one. That is by far the biggest one. I'm also still loopy because I'm still a bit sick. So loopiness, tiredness, plus talking about pet peeves makes you go on tangents. But just don't. I have seriously stopped watching videos because the person said the words bow and arrow too many times in a row. Like, they're sitting there shooting things with a bow, and they're just like, oh yes, look at this bow and arrow. I'm gonna hit him with my bow and arrow. And I got a bow and arrow. And I'm just like, I can't. I'm gonna turn off this video and leave. I am going to dislike the video and leave. Do not say that. You know? It's just, it hurts me so badly. Anyways, continuing on with this game. We tried. I swear to God we did. But there's nothing else to be done. The chaos is completely beyond control. Victims are pouring in now, dying and spreading the infection faster than we can reach them. We've given up trying. Those of us who aren't infected have barricaded ourselves in here. Ah, yeah, that seemed to go well for you. We can hear the cries for help outside, the screaming, but none of us will go out there. Because it would be the end of us. I can't believe we've abandoned our patients. It's the worst sin imaginable for a nurse. I can't stop shaking, but I want to live. I want to live. 9 p.m. We heard a helicopter flying overhead and immediately started crying and hugging each other, thinking a rescue team was on the way. But then the sound grew distant, and all we're left with now, is the moaning of the dead and the silent screams in our hearts. We're all about to lose our minds. Yeah, it happens. Dr. Young, Ariana, Miranda, Dakota, I'm so sorry I failed you. Something's coming. Help. I don't want to help. Does not sound like a fun person. Okay. It won't open. Oh. ID card rules. ID cards are not to be taken off hospital grounds under any circumstances. As per our security measures, all employees must store their ID cards in their own personal lockers before returning home for the day. Thank you. The key to the locker room has gone missing. Why do you need a key to the locker room? I don't know, that seems weird to me. Why would you have a key to a room that has lockers that lock to secure things? Like where do you keep the key to the locker room then? You know, who keeps that? And then do you have another locked door to lock the locker room's locked door that then locks the locked lockers? So you need to lock the locked lock with the locked lockers? I don't know. Last person to have it may have dropped it somewhere in the courtyard. Until it's recovered, we will keep a spare key here in the office. Please stop by administration at the end of your shift to borrow it. Okay. Well, then I'm assuming someone probably borrowed it and I can't get it. But, There's that, which we still can't open. Is it in here? Key? What is that locker doing out of the locker room? The locked locker room, we need it in there. But alright, I guess we can't go in here yet. That's where the loot is gonna be, I'm guessing. Alright, but we need to get out to the courtyard, evidently. Because somebody dropped it out there. Alright, so we go this way, and then across here. And in here? Hello. Yeah, that looks safe. I'm sure this will go great. You have loot? No. These are just shiny ground droplets. Man, you guys are really dedicated to getting in here. I don't know why. There's nothing really too spectacular. Note about a tape recording. Dakota. I think Dakota's dead. I think I know what happened to the missing tape of Dr. B. His research assistant took it. One of my patients saw Abbott removing something from from a locker in the nurse's station and walk around the treatment room, or walk toward the treatment room. I'll try to sneak in and look during the night shift. You just stay cool and keep doing your job. I don't care how important Dr. B is to the medical community. That kind of harassment is not okay. I promise I won't let them destroy the evidence. He's a pig and an a-hole, and will get his day in court. Stay brave, stay strong. Alright, well, you know, Dr. B sounds like a piece of work. They break in? Yep. Thank you. No, I still don't have this. Oh, hi. How'd you get in? Where did you go? Oh, you're coming around. Everyone's coming around. Alright then. You guys suck. Yep. Out of all of them, we had to assume at least one of them would have. How are you not dead? Seriously, how are you just not dead? I think he's dead now. Let me guess, you guys are gonna get up and attack me as well. Over and over and over and over again. You know, I swear, this... Hi. The scariest part of this game is just... how they don't let you... They don't let you see if an enemy is dead or not. And when an enemy gets up, it's not like scary as in, oh no, an enemy is here and it's gonna kill me. It's scary as in, oh no, now I have to waste ammo on you. Like, seriously, I don't know. I don't know when the last time I was actually, like, legitimately jump scared in this game was. But a lot of it is just, I don't want to use ammo. Oh yeah, and that door is locked with a key card. You are what? What is that looking at? Oh, that's the safe, I think. Right there. Oh, do we go out here? Because, yeah, we gotta get out to the courtyard. I assumed we were gonna get down to the first floor before going out to the courtyard, but, you know, to each their own, I guess. Tactical grip assault rifle. Sure. I'd examine. Sure. Great. I mean, it's our only decent weapon, so... glad I have it. Oh, someone dropped the key to the locker room out in the courtyard. Who would have guessed? I wouldn't have. Can I have a red plant, please? Alright, and this goes out to here. Oh, this goes out to there. Okay, I see. Anything else we can do at all? I don't think so. I think all of this area was one way. So, alright. Now we're back into here. Which apparently there's loot somewhere in here. I don't know where. Hi, teddy bear. You look terrifying. Terror bear. Operating room. Is that locked? Did I just decide not to go through there? Yeah, I'm not going in there just yet. We're just gonna ignore that. Your head was already blown up when I found you. I don't know by whom, but gotta thank him later, I guess. Roof. What was the roof like? Oh, hi. I've never been out here before, I don't think. Okay. Was I out here at one point? I guess I had to have been, because this is all blocked off. I just don't remember going past that guy. That was a bobblehead. Probably doesn't matter. Alright, and that brings us back into here. We can head down this way and then what, right? That brings us to the linen room or whatever that was. Oh. Who's walking around? Alright, nurse's station was nothing. This was key card. This was a safe. Staff room required the key, so we're gonna go back that way, I guess. Staff room? Nope, this is the safe room. Don't really need to go to the safe room right now. Hello, have all you guys gotten up yet? Not yet. That's after I put the key in, right? Alright, I unlocked the locked locker room. Why, out of everything they could have had in their locker? Hi. Why, out of everything they could have had in their locker, did they have a frickin' flashbang? Who is going around just like, ah yes, I need to bring with me my self-defense flash grenade? Like, in what world? There's still loot in here, right? I think there's a locked locker, yeah. Which we still can't unlock, because we need the lockpick for those, right? Oh, that looks fun. Yeah, don't turn right. Oh, no. Oh, is that a liquor? Looks like, oh, it's worse than a liquor. It's, mandibler. We're gonna call you a nibbler. What am I supposed to do against you? What? What the heck was that? What are you doing? Bro was showing off his freaking martial arts skills right here in the middle of the office while running away from this thing. As if that's gonna help him at all. He's like, yeah, this is what I learned from a black belt.
Jesus Christ.
Now, once again, I don't think Jesus has anything to do with this. Jesus was like, nah, man, that ain't have anything to do with me. You're on your own with that. Alright, why did a nibbler come to nibble our giblets there? I don't know. And why is it... Okay, so this guy doesn't really have a dodge, he has a melee attack. That's kind of messed up. But, you know, it's probably fine. We need a red herb. We don't have a red herb. We have no healing. Gonna throw this away. Still got ammo for things like our useless pistol that does 0 damage. Alright, Carlos. Let's to keep moving, I guess. Where are we going? Search for an audio cassette. Yeah, that's normal. That's my goal in life as well. So I think here required the key card. Here might have required it. No, this was just one of those doors. So yeah, that doesn't open. So I guess we're going back to the nurse's station. Man, the door opening is just so slow in this game. Yeah, it's dead ahead. And there are indeed dead ahead, so that'll be fun. Let me examine this. Oh, he actually has it signed. That's kind of cool. Nice little detail. Man, it does not last very long. Where is Raccoon City? I thought Raccoon City was in America. Because this is using the... It looks like it's using the day, month, year instead of month, day, year. In America, we do month, day, year. So where is Raccoon City? I need to look this up now, because that's gonna bother me. Why would they be using the other thing? Where is... Google's gonna think that I can't, like, separate fiction from reality, because I'm just gonna type in where is Raccoon City, but... You know, it should get... Why did my keyboard go away again? Give me my keyboard, thank you. Yeah, where is Raccoon City? Midwestern United States. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Are there some parts of the US that use day, month, year setups? Or maybe no, because this is an ID specifically with the hospital, so it's a local thing. You didn't get this from overseas or something. It's not like it's a medical license from Uruguay or something. I don't know. That's bizarre. But I was hoping there'd be like a safe code on that. Or something. Oh, and more nibblers. Great. Look forward to dealing with them. Well, luckily we don't have to right now. We're going in the linen room. Hi. You just gonna... Nope, you're not gonna be nice. Nothing we can do about that. Okay. Are you still alive? Okay. You did the half turn. That generally means you're down for the next 2.5 seconds. So I should be safe to walk past you. Man, it is really dumb that I have to, like, double tap every enemy. Okay, he did the side turn. It's given us no green plants, even though it gave us a red plant, which is always... It's always kind of something. Oh yeah, that's for the lock thing. Okay. Well, we need to go and get some healing materials, because a red on its own does nothing. So where was that? That was up here. Don't mind me. Just gonna be, you know, running back to the healing department. 'Cause I could use having some healing materials on me. Didn't I have... Yeah, I do have a first aid spray, but nice to have more than one option there. Okay. Let's save again just because we're here. And we're gonna fight those nibblers next, I think, and fighting one of them had him showing off his kung fu moves instead of dodging, so fighting two at once will probably just get us killed, realistically. So, might as well save to be ready for that. Of course, you're back. Also, you turned around somehow. Alright, well. Hey, nibblers. Okay, what are you doing just on the other side of that door? Nibbling something, I see? Hello. Why can you not open doors backwards, I wonder? Because you always push the door open. Seriously? How are you still alive? Why is that closed so fast? Alright, I think that was his death. That's one of two. Where's the other one at? Hello? Where's your buddy? Is he on the ceiling like a licker? No. Is he hiding inside of this corpse like a chest burster? Is this corpse still alive? Possibly also like a chest burster? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where the other one went. He just kind of disappeared off into the aether. Because I don't think any of these windows are broken. Oh well. Not my problem. If he's not here, he's not here. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, he's here. So it has suddenly become my problem. Very, very quick-like. Oh! They're one of the enemies that just has an insta-kill for no reason. Got it. Okay. I don't get what it is with this game and just throwing random insta-kills everywhere. They just love attacks that kill you in one hit and throw you back to the respawn. It's like, that is their fetish. They're just like, I gotta add more enemies that one-shot you with no warning because you're trying to dodge past them or something, because it's just... Oh, great, I remember you. Pistol. Take him out. Probably the only thing you can take out, because you're useless, pistol. Alright, but we're gonna open this door and, see ya. How'd that do for you? I can't tell because nobody's opening this door. Hello. Are you still in here? That you are. How? Alright, just kill me. I'm gonna try to dodge past you, and then I'm totally gonna survive. Did I just punch him to death? Maybe I am One Punch Man. What? How did I do that? I didn't even hit the thing with the grenade. I am mystified, honestly. I just went like this, and then he punched, and it's just start the frickin' One Punch Man theme? I don't know. What the heck happened? And how last time did that thing get out into the hallway? Unless that's a different one, and it's still gonna be out there. I don't know. Either way, we just frickin' One Punch Man to that thing. You gonna still be out here? You gonna still be a jerk? No? Okay, good. What did I even get in there? I didn't get anything. Am I missing something? I'm probably missing something. Because I got literally exactly nothing from this room. I was so mystified that I just one-shot the guy that I guess I didn't thoroughly explore. But none of the lockers can be... Oh, right, the cassette tape. Right. That's what we were getting. How's everything in there? Alright then. We're just gonna call him Saitama from now on. Oh, now you spawn in. Quick, use your powers of one punching. Punch the man. Punch him. Punch him. Okay. Apparently it was a fluke to Saitama, the last thing, so we're, you know, maybe, you know, sometimes you just accidentally break through your own physical limiter, just for one hit, and then you're back to normal, I guess. I guess that's just how it goes sometimes. We need a cassette player. Thank you. Tape inserted. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, that's what I assumed it would do. And that is exactly what it do. I'm gonna listen to this first. Press play. Press play button. The tape is in there. So it's combined with me. Combined with my ear hole. Why? I guess I'm not supposed to listen to it. I just okay. Some magic has now happened, I guess, that the universe can sense that I put the tape into the slot. And now it'll just like open a door somewhere, I guess. I don't frickin' know. Isn't a tape player supposed to be able to play the tapes? I don't know, but I guess not. Where am I going to? What is the point of all this? I thought the point was to get the tape. Oh, right. I'm not supposed to actually listen to anything on the tape. It was supposed to be for the lab reception? Lobby? I don't remember. It was somewhere. Maybe I can get to it from downstairs. Let's just jump off the second story. I can't do that here, apparently. It's over here. Cause yeah, I guess we only use this for his voice on the voice recognition thing over there. I swear that's a red plant, but I guess it's not. Okay, back to here. Where is here? Emergency entrance, is that where I need to be? I don't think so. I think emergency entrance was exactly where I didn't like to be. I think lab reception is where I'm wanting to be. But I can't really get there from here. So yeah, we need to go back through that. That's gonna be great, I'm sure. Especially when I can't dodge. Oh, great. Where did you go? Yeah, this gun is just not good at any precision stuff, because if you try to do it with any precision, it just fires so slowly and does so little damage per bullet, which doesn't make any sense because it should be much higher caliber than a pistol, but it seems to do pretty comparable damage to a pistol with just worse aiming. And then of course our pistol does comparable damage to a bee sting. Honestly, I feel like I could be a frickin' bard using vicious mockery, and I would do more physical damage than my pistol on this guy. Alright, I'm assuming one of you guys are gonna try to get up and attack me, but we're just gonna run through now that it's clear. Yeah, not having a dodge is really sucky.
All I wanted to know was what the documents were doing in your office in the first place.
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm goddamn Nathaniel Bard. I'm the best biologist you'll ever
All right,
meet,
then.
you bedpan-changing waste of a nursing degree. Of course I have connections higher up. Of course the military consults with me on projects beyond your comprehension.
Did I read
So
this?
stop wasting my time with your nosy questions.
I'm sorry, Doctor.
You didn't read the documents, did you?
I didn't. I'm trying to read them now.
Just like you asked.
Good. Good. If that's all, you can go back to wiping your patient's ass. That's what they pay you for, right? And polish my shoes.
Yes, sir.
I bet you know a lot about polishing, don't you? Now fuck off and don't say a word to anyone.
You know, I'm really surprised that guy is still alive. You know? Like at any point. At the point that he's recording this tape, which I don't know why he's recording that on a tape. That doesn't seem like the best thing to record. But, you know, if I was one of those nurses, I would either report him to, you know, I don't know, police for harassment. Either that, or if that doesn't work, I would just shoot the guy. I mean, or quit, you know. I would not deal with it. I wouldn't just have someone talking to me like that. I would just go ham on his face. Like, what, you gotta talk to me like that? You just got a freaking knife here, just stabby stab? I don't know, like, I wouldn't stand for it. Good thing I'm not a nurse here, because that guy would be very dead. Or as I said, I would just quit the next day. I would just be like, you know what, screw 2 weeks notice. Screw finishing my shift today, even. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just out of here. Good day, sir. Which probably would save my life, because then I would be out of the hospital where the infection apparently began, so. Anyway, every day they bring in more of these mystery illness patients. The sedatives don't stop their delirium, so we have to put them in straitjackets and move them to the isolation wing. Problem is, the isolation wing is already bursting at the seams. The director has ordered us to admit anyone with symptoms free of charge, but what does he expect us to do? Wish them better? We don't have a cure. And that's not all that's bothering me. When these patients die, they're not collected by the usual mortuary teams. We've been told it's special handling to prevent the illness from spreading, but I'm not sure I buy it. Miranda saw some guys wheeling a body through the forbidden door during the night. Why? Where? What is going on?
Oh, what a douche.
Yeah. Hi, are you the douche?
Bard. Tyrell. Bard's dead. He's been shot.
Shit. And the vaccine?
I don't know yet. You won't let me read the note.
Look harder. There's gotta be a
I haven't even
connection,
started looking yet. Alright, banquet invitation. Dear Dr. Bard, it is my pleasure to cordially invite you to a banquet on September 10th at the Central Hotel. Okay, where we will be exchanging viewpoints on Raccoon City's new special medical zone. Attending will be Mayor Michael Warren, Chief of Police Brian Irons, and other distinguished members of our community. September 10th, the Orient Restaurant, Central Hotel, 2nd floor. We'd be honored if you joined us. Sincerely, Greg Tester, United States Senator. Handwritten note. Nate, I'll be introducing the bill for that new drug of yours in mid-August. Bring the cash. We booked a suite for the usual after party. You're a brunette guy, right? I'll let Irons know. It seems like we got some Epstein stuff going on over here. I don't know. I mean, it could just be regular brunettes, but given that it's like high up officials and people at Umbrella and people that are bribing each other, I'm just kind of assuming some Epstein shenanigans are going on with them. Because, you know, they're wealthy and powerful, which means that they like kids. I'm sorry, that's just how it is, you know? That's just the world we live in. Email from Nathaniel Bars. Good thing you didn't lock your computer. Kind of weird, but alright. Greg Tester. Reply immediately. He did not, I don't think. Greg, I know you're watching the news. This virus is going to devour the whole country. The dead will wash over Capitol Hill like a tidal wave. You're not safe. However, you've always been a good friend to me, so I'd like to offer you a way out. I have in possession 1 dose of a vaccine for the virus, the Holy Grail. And it's not for my family, not for my ladies on the side. No, Greg, I'm saving it for you. That's some bromance right there. I don't know. I know better than anyone that you're the future of the United States. But if you want the goods, Greg, you have You have got to get me the heck out of here now, without Umbrella finding out. Lean on the Pentagon for me. I know you've got the clout. See if someone could get a rescue team in here without UBCS involvement. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, which should sound pretty chaste after the parties we've been to. Hurry, my time is running out. Alright then.
This is VRC Chief Nathaniel Bard, September 29.
Is he just gonna say the same thing? Probably not. I hope not.
I'm acutely aware that my time's running out.
Oh, good.
And I hope and pray, by making this recording and bringing the truth to light, that I can restore some small shred of honor to
Not after that recording I heard you wouldn't. If it was that him? Or was that someone else? I don't remember.
With the release of a biological weapon known as the T-virus.
I remember that.
My employer, the Umbrella
That was at the mansion.
Corporation, engineered this virus. And they ordered my team to develop a vaccine, which we did. Now, I
Okay, good.
keep samples of this vaccine here in my office. The rest of it is stored underground. But those sons of bitches at the board, they want to destroy it. They don't want the world to know what they've done. So they're trying to erase all evidence that the virus ever existed.
Shouldn't you use the vaccine for that rather than destroying it?
No, I'm not a fool. I know they don't want me to...
You know, just do what COVID did, you know? Manufacture a virus and then sell the quote-unquote cure to everybody.
And she trusted me anyway.
Not only that, force the cure on everyone. You know, it's not really a cure. It's more of a band-aid. That will sometimes maybe help lower the, you know, the effects of the illness, instead of actually inoculating you against it, like every other vaccine does. But, you know.
T, I got it.
Good. I'm headed your way.
Be careful.
Careful. Have you seen this town? It'll be a fucking miracle if I get there in one piece.
One Piece? Oh, hi. I was gonna look at my map, but I guess not. What the heck is going on? Wait, so when he's attacking... Ow. So when he's attacking, that's how we do it. I don't know how you do it, but if you time it perfectly, he does like a riposte attack. Why do these things just... Why are they such a bullet sponge? Everything in this game is just a bullet sponge. And a health sponge, you know? They do 1,000,000 damage to you, you have to do 1,000,000 damage to it, just so you have to use as many resources as possible to live. Where am I going exactly? I don't think I need to be over here. I think I need to be over back here. Back to the lobby, I think. Alright. Hello, don't mind me. Coming through. Hello. Yep, through here. Hello again. Don't mind me. You have just the worst dodge in existence. I hate it. His dodge isn't a dodge, it's just like a friggin' shoulder bash. I don't know why.
You're gonna be okay, Joe.
I don't know if she will be, but here you go. Especially because, okay, a lot of sicknesses, it depends on what it is, because this is called a vaccine. A lot of vaccines require to be administered before you're infected, or shortly after infection, you know? Like,
Come on.
if you get the flu shot 2 days into having the flu, you're not gonna not have the flu anymore. The flu shot just makes it so you're less likely to get the flu. You know, it some inoculates you against it. Even though the flu
Tyrell.
develops rapidly, so it's almost impossible to keep it
Attention
down
all
permanently.
citizens.
But
The contagion spreading throughout the city has been designated uncontainable. On
Yeah.
October 1st, Raccoon City will be completely destroyed in a missile strike. All
Yeah,
residents capable of
I know
rational
that.
thought are urged to evacuate immediately. This is not a test.
capable of rational thought. I
It's
think
only a day away.
at least like 10% of people before the illness would not be counted in that category. I'm just saying.
There's still people in the city. You think Uncle Sam gives a shit? Fuck. Here they come. Oh, you sit tight. I got this.
I don't got this. How many bullets do you think I have?
Better grab some gear. Sounds like there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, I don't have that much gear. Look, I have 20 bullets and 30 bullets spare. Yeah, store. I can't destroy them in this screen, and I'm too lazy to go to the other screen, so we'll just... Yeah, grab this. Combine those, I guess, because I can't really do anything else. Get the combat knife and I guess flash grenades. I mean, what else are we going to be able to do with them? This seems to be like a last hurrah kind of thing, so... Might as well use whatever we can. Oh. Why don't you just use that on yourself? You probably have ammo, I do not.
I'm gonna try to lower the window shutters. The less entry points,
Ah.
the better.
And how do we do that?
I'll try hacking into the hospital security system. Keep them off me in the meantime.
If only those shutters were significantly faster. Alright then.
Shit begins.
It takes so long to aim in. Oh, hi. And once again, pistol does absolutely zero knockback on anything ever. How are you always missing? But it just doesn't aim in ever again. Oh hi, how'd you get here? Okay. Well, we just don't have the ammo to deal with this at all, so... Why are you just sitting there? Why was the death screen just like 20 seconds long? Of him just... It looked like I was supposed to be spamming a key to push the thing off me, but no, it was just... I'm just gonna push this guy and keep pushing, and maybe I should keep pushing, and perhaps keep pushing, and maybe even keep pushing, and then you're dead. And it's like, why would you give me even the choice to do
Now the
that
fun shit begins.
if it literally does nothing for me? Yeah, I just can't really do anything against half of the numbers here. Yeah, I don't care. You think I don't have bigger issues than you right now? I do. I have way bigger issues. Like not having any more ammo for that. What's this? A detonator. For what? Oh, for the C4 that's right there. Okay. Zap all of those guys. Can you grab that? Thank you. So why? Okay, hi, you guys are still alive. Is that ready again? I guess so. Alright. Not that it really helps me at all. 3, thank you. I'm gonna get you. Does it do any damage to anything ever in its entire life? Can I blow up the C4? Nope. I don't know why I picked up the detonator and I can't even interact with the C4.
Oh, come on.
Blow up C4?
It must be somewhere.
Find the breaker. It must be somewhere. Must it be? Oh, maybe it's in there. Hi. Can you F off, please? Thank you. I don't have the ammo to deal with you. Not even on a good day do I have the ammo to deal with you. Here's the plan. Why are you guys all getting up right now? Oh, and of course you just shrug it off. Because of course you do. I can't freaking dodge as this guy because he's just kind of useless. Out of ammo there. Hopefully that guy's dead. Probably not though. Okay, we freaking Saitama the guy again. Where'd the thing go? Why is there no knockback on them? Almost got it, huh? Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Why are these so slow? What kind of emergency are these shutters used for? For the freaking emergency that you know 25 minutes in advance that it's gonna happen, so you can just set these shutters closing like yesterday so they can be closed for this entire situation? I don't know. Hi. I don't know where you came from, but I'm not a fan. Oh great, we got another one of these frickin' things. I seriously don't have the ammo for this thing. Gonna attack. Let me just. I can't perfect parry him at all. I don't know how that works in this game. Yeah, like that. And he gets right back up. Bruh. Alright. And that's not a dodge. I keep forgetting. There is no dodge. Dodge doesn't exist.
I just gotta clean up.
I just gotta clean up. Why do I have to clean up? I just don't have the bullets for any of this. I don't have the bullets. Okay, yeah, just walk into that corner and don't dodge. Gonna have to kill that thing with a knife. Okay, no, it's dead. Why are you able to move like that? Okay, literally none of those connected, but that's fine. I'm just so done with this. I'm so done with all of this. Oh, what? The shutters don't close the door? What was the point of any of this?
Carlos! Maybe you can knock the pillar down without explosive.
Okay. Is it going?
I'm on it.
Okay, now it's going. I don't know why that was so delayed. I'm just gonna hide in here for 20 seconds. Thank you very much. Oh, wow. I don't know why you had so many explosives. I'm kind of concerned about that. So why am I trying to break down the freaking pillar? Yeah, I would be very far away from that. I'm just bringing down half the building. It's fine. Wow.
You alright?
No.
Not even close. But at least it's over.
Don't say that.
I'm coming back.
I'm trying to. Okay, thank you. You guys talk on the radio a lot.
Vaccine's the real deal.
She looks about the same.
You going somewhere?
Still asleep.
Damn right.
What do you think you got?
What did I just
Whole
reload?
city's about to be microwaved.
Come on, man. Call the government. Tell them we found a cure. You stall for time.
Ballsy motherfucker.
It's not the government that's doing it, though. I'm fairly certain. I seem to remember. Oh, we're back to Jill? That's good, because Carlos doesn't have any ammo left. Yeah, by the end of that, I was just shooting blindly, because I was just so done with everything being a freaking bullet sponge, everything having infinite health, getting back up 50 times.
It's over now. The city's safe.
Wow, this is one heck of a fever dream. Shoot him. Shoot him now.
Shoot me, Joe. It's the only way.
Yeah, weird fever dreams. It happens, though. Man, she didn't wake up suddenly at all for it being such a jump scare at the end of the dream.
Attention all citizens. The missile strike on Raccoon City will occur in just hours. The payload is designed to eradicate all biological material. You will not survive if you remain in the city.
October 1st.
Evacuate now. Repeat.
No.
Evacuate now.
Can't be.
This is not a test.
I don't remember what day we went to sleep on, but we're back as Jill. That's great, and we actually have a decent pistol again. Okay. Man, I don't know, man. I need to sort my inventory. There we go. Save again. I'm gonna forget to do that next stream. But anyway, we're gonna leave it there. I have so many thoughts and so many feelings about this game. It is not all pleasant. You know, not saying it's not at all pleasant. It's just not all pleasant. Because, okay, the game has continued to be far faster paced than the previous two games. Far less, like, freeform exploring. Far more boss fights. And it's just kind of boss fight after boss fight after boss fight after boss fight after boss fight. And additionally, the enemies just, you never really feel like killing them is beneficial. You just, every time you have to shoot something, all you're thinking about is, oh, well, there's some bullets I'm not getting back. Maybe I won't have bullets for the next boss fight now, because that's coming up in probably 5 minutes. I mean, we had like at least 2 boss fights in a less than 2 hour stream. probably half an hour of which I was talking and another half hour of which I was just redoing content since I got one shot by some enemy. So it's like, I don't know, the vast, like the number of enemies that just one-shot you, the number of times you have to put down each individual enemy, the tiny % chance that you actually can take something out with a headshot, Carlos having just an absolutely worthless pistol, and also it taking like 10 minutes to dial in the aim to actually be able to shoot things effectively. The nibblers being so freaking durable and always just attacking over. They're kind of like the lickers, but 10 times more durable. So, very annoying. Carlos's dodge being not a dodge, but like a shoulder bash that then turns into a punch if you perfectly time it, which at one point one-shot something, but I don't know how much damage it actually does. So I just, and I can't get the timing on the dodges still. They're still kind of just confusing. I don't know, and why didn't I blow up the C4 a while ago? Why were we trying to close the shutters when the door was still accessible to the enemies? Like, you'd think the shutters would go over the door as well, or first, because the door is usually the place you're trying to shutter. I don't know why the shutters took so long. I mean, I get it's a game mechanic, but still, like, there is no real-life utility to shutters that take a full 10 minutes to deploy, you know? And just that entire fight, me feeling like I just don't have enough bullets, I don't have enough anything. I get that I missed the room that had all those grenades in it, but even so, like, I mean, maybe I should have just grabbed all those and just killed everything with grenades from that point, but it just, oh my gosh, that whole sequence was just kind of annoying, because I was just using every single bullet I had left, and I still felt like I just didn't have enough. And I was running in circles, just shooting things in the head until they fell over, and then they got back up half the time. And I mean, luckily, honestly, if they'd had the same zombie mechanics as everywhere else in the game, that sequence would be impossible. Because luckily, the other half of the time, the zombies just spontaneously exploded. I don't know why, but they just would. And so that at least was useful. That was good. But if it had been consistent with the rest of the game, and the zombies just kept getting up and going down, and getting up and going down, and getting up and going down like 5 times before they stay down, then it would have been literally impossible. You would have needed hundreds and hundreds of rounds of ammo to take that out. And the nibblers are just so annoying, because they're like, they just keep charging towards you, but you unload an entire clip into their face, and it barely phases them. Like, it knocks them back a little bit, but then you need to run away to reload. Like, the lickers, at least, I mean, they would get some free damage on you, but within like 1 to 1.5 clips, they were dead. Like, they were not that tanky. These things are just about as annoying as the lickers, a little bit less fast, so less guaranteed damage that they do to you. But still, like, they take almost, like, I think at least 1.5 to 2 or even 2.5 clips to take one of these things out, and it's just not good when you're already in an ammo shortage. And I don't know. So far, I am not as big a fan of Resident Evil 3 as I was of Resident Evil 1 and 2. Honestly, even the iffy part of Resident Evil 1, I feel like has been superior to most of Resident Evil 3. You know, it's a different problem, because Resident Evil 1's issue in that portion of the game was that none of the puzzles were making sense, and that was about it. I didn't know where to go, the puzzles weren't making sense, I was just lost and sad and confused, and it felt like I was wasting ammo because I kept having to go back through places that I'd already been to try to figure out where the heck I was going. With Resident Evil 3, it doesn't have that same issue, mainly because there aren't really puzzles. I think we've had one thing that you could consider a puzzle, which was find the 3 gems throughout the rest of the town, and then come here and put the gems into the slots, and you're done. And then you just get loot out of it. That wasn't even a necessary puzzle. It was just a side thing to get some new loot. So, Everything else in the game has just been, here's a key that clearly says this is the key to the laboratory where you were earlier, and there's no other door that is labeled laboratory, and so you know exactly where this goes right from the get-go, and anyone would, because it's, you know, you think it's supposed to be a puzzle as to where you use this key, but it's not. It says it right here on the label. So yeah, there's no real puzzles. It's just all running. I think this one is much more action game and a lot less anything else. Like, it says Resident Evil on it, but it's just Resident Action, you know? I don't know. I'm not a fan of that, of the whole dynamic they have going with it. I'm hoping going forward, I know that like 7, 8, and 9 are essentially the same formula as 1 and 2, where it's a lot more freeform, there's a lot more exploration, a lot more slow, methodical decision making, puzzle breaking, that kind of stuff. But 3 just seems to be a breaking from the mold in that it is just way out there. It is so different than 2. Which is weird because it's taking place like in the same area around the same time as 2. So, I don't know, especially because if this is actually happening, I think this is happening slightly before the events of Resident Evil 2. If that's true, then doesn't that mean that the missile strike is gonna be happening pretty soon, right after Resident Evil 2? Like, I wonder if they all got out of there fine. I don't know. I mean, I guess they would have had to, because Leon is in later games, but still, like, it's kind of crazy. Anyway, I'm just ranting at this point. We'll get back to this and hopefully finish this game out. I need to finish it by the 16th, so I can play Pragmata, which is coming out then. I already have it, I just need to wait for it to actually launch. So, hopefully I'll have the game done. I think I will. I don't know how much longer the game could possibly be, because we just ran out of every ammo type on Carlos, so I hope that was the last Carlos sequence, because if we go back to him, we just are not going to have anything to do anything with ever. Jill is still fine, you know, I mean, we did a boss fight with her, but she got out of that with plenty of ammo left, so I'm not too worried about her, especially because she has a pistol that can actually kill things, so she's fine. She's gonna be doing just alright. But yeah, I hope that it's just another Jill sequence that's nice and long, and then the game's over and we don't have to go back to Carlos, because yeesh, that's gonna be rough if it does. And then we'll probably play Pragmata. We might have to play a couple streams in between of just random other stuff, I don't know. And then we'll play probably Resident Evil 4, because apparently it has to do with Leon, and we love Leon, so that'll be good. Oh boy, and I don't know if 4 is going to be like 3, or if 4 is going to be more like 1 and 2, but I hope it's more like 1 and 2, because those two were great. I would say, as I think I said, I rated 1 as like a solid S rank outside of the, you know, 50% to the 75% of the way through the game. That part was rough. That was probably like a solid, what did I give it, like a D plus or something? But yeah, the rest of the game was S rank, and then Resident Evil 2 was probably at least A. I'd say A or A plus. It was really good. It was a nice game. Good story, good puzzles, good everything. Resident Evil 3 so far. I would say D. Solid D, you know, not D plus, just regular D for now. It might get better by the end. These games do tend to fluctuate in, you know, enjoyability between certain segments of the game, but oh boy, unless they end off really, really good, I can't really see myself giving it a too much higher rating by the end, because yeesh, it's just been go, 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 kill, 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 boss fight, boss fight, boss fight. You're out of ammo, sucks to be you, like, the whole game. And I still can't get used to the dodging. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now, because I've just been talking for too long, so I'm still loopy, I'm still tired and sick and all that, so that's why I've been ranting a lot today about all sorts of things. Just loopiness will do that to you. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably, next time. Which is definitely tomorrow, yeah. Unless I'm feeling too sick, which hopefully I won't be. But see you guys then, and goodbye.